Last week across social media profiles, I announced that I was going to take over the internet once again. And did I ever really overtake the internet? Did I take it over? Did I become a huge sensation? No, not really. What I did do though, I did become a bit of a cybersecurity personality, and that was awesome. That grew a community on Discord. It grew my YouTube channel, the main channel, not this one. It grew my social media profiles to somewhere that I never thought it ever would. I was making videos about getting into cybersecurity, how to study, what to study, and just kind of creating a bit of fun around the cybersecurity industry. It was super cool, and I loved it, and I still love that I did that. I still love that that's like a big piece of what I've done. Recently though, I've really wanted to reinvigorate this whole thing and to create videos on this second channel as well as my main channel on content that actually makes a difference to me and maybe other people's lives. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I don't know if you guys have noticed, anyone who watches this channel and my main channel, but I've really found a bit of rhythm recently on, trying to create content that I feel is actually pretty cool. There's a whole OSINT series that's been made and being made over on my main channel. And with this one being the Mark II channel, the second channel that I've got, this one is all about a bit more of the life behind making those videos and just kind of living. Intentional living is what I keep telling myself, and that's really what I'm aiming for. Doing fun stuff that I really like to do. The main goal of this though is I truly believe that I can make this into a full-time job. I truly believe that having these two YouTube channels, my business, and even I guess the merch store, if anyone wants to buy any merch, I'll put a link in the description. But making all of these things sort of one big thing is really what I want to do. I feel like it's right. And when you get that feeling, you're like, this feels right to me. This feels like what I should be doing. That's exactly what I'm chasing. Now, if you're watching this video on this channel, please do go to my main channel and subscribe. Watch the videos there. There's some super cool content on that channel. The OSINT investigation stuff is wicked, and I feel like that's going to progress into something that I never imagined it could. I don't know where it's going to go, but I feel like it will get to a point where it's some really cool content coming out there with epic discoveries, people joining in to help. I really feel like there's a whole community behind that type of video, which I'm really, really excited for. And the real plan here is to gain back a bit of freedom, so I'm not working sort of full time. And for some of you who know, I over last year took a very large contract where I'm working basically full-time hours. There's an end goal in that, but I don't know if it's ever going to happen. And that unknown makes me very uneasy, especially when it's not something of my own. It's just work to do. It's not exactly fun. So the idea is to basically create this channel and my main channel and the business to just take me away from that mundane day-to-day. This is really where my, happiness is. It's really on the edge here with these things. But I feel like the thing with YouTube and making content and creating this business and having that going as well, having all of those things in place and having the opportunity to grow yourself based on what you put in and is essentially what you get out. And I really, really vibe with that. I really understand that the harder you work on these types of things, the better it turns out. And that's really what I'm aiming for here. Now, does that mean I'm going to become a huge internet celebrity? Probably not. I don't think it really works like that, but I think if I can create another community around this whole thing, or not really another community, but to extend on the community that already exists, that's really what the main goal here is to create something that's mine, something that I'm very happy with, and to really push it into something that I don't need to charge any money for, except for obviously ad revenue on Google, which is just, that's just part of YouTube. But to really then focus on that as something to replace this full-time contract. I really don't think I can work in this contract for that much longer. So I'm giving myself a 6-month plan here to get ahead. The 6-month plan started in January of this year. And this year I've been making a lot of really cool content on my main channel. Like I mentioned before, all of those digital investigation OSINT videos, and there's so many more that are coming out. I've got a huge list that I'm making. On this channel though, it's all about the lifestyle and the behind the scenes and just general me stuff, which I think is fun. And it's fun to make these videos because it's just something a bit different. I don't expect these videos to really blow up, but I mean, if they do, fantastic. But just having the ability to talk to you guys, to talk directly to you, is something that you don't really get when you're working full time. And that really makes me happy. I love talking to you guys. I love having the community that I've built up over the years. And honestly, when I was thinking about it and I was talking to my wife about this, like, I really want to take this YouTube thing full time. She's like, I think you should. And that support from her really does mean a lot to me, because that's really what makes me happy is, you know, chasing the things that make me happy and actually going through with them and doing them. I know it's like a cardinal sin to talk about the things you're going to do on YouTube, and then if you don't do them, then you kind of look like an idiot. But only really to yourself, not to anyone else, because no one else knows what's going on through your head. And this is something that echoes in business as well, whereas you project things and no one knows what's going on in the background, and then a new feature comes out or a new course or a new something new comes out and they're like, oh wow, that's cool, that, you know, this is great, and it just appears. But there's a lot of back-end work that goes into it, and that's really what I want to emphasize here, is that I'm here and I'm putting in the work and I'm going to achieve this goal. If it happens in 6 months, I don't know. But you got to shoot for the stars, right? You got to aim towards that trajectory and really build momentum to make things work. And this video, as well as all of the other videos that I've got planned, are part of that plan. Just looking at my list here, there's some cool stuff like road trips, doing stuff on my old motorcycle, and maybe even getting another motorcycle. You might have seen my last video. And just some weird stuff like living as a 1990s man, like living a week as someone who's in the 1990s. I think that'd just be so fun. Just a fun little nostalgia video. But anyway, that's really the plan. That's all I had to talk to you about today, is that I'm really aiming towards making this a full-time thing, and I'm going to give it absolutely everything I've got. If you're here for this content, please smash like, hit the hype button if you do have a hype button on your phone, and stick around for the next videos. And also please go to my main channel and check out the content there, because it's the best content I've ever made by far. And I've got help. I can't do it on my own. I've got a guy, his name's RK. He's an absolute legend, and he helps put together these videos, and I don't know if I could do this without him. So thank you, man. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next video. Go and watch the main OSINT videos on the other channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.